Yeah, hey. Hey, Marco, thanks for tuning in. Thank y'all for tuning in.
You ready?
As you know, once you join the live, drop your name, drop your name. Make sure you share this out. Click that arrow, airplane, whatever you want to call it, and share this out with at least 5 of your followers. Tonight we're gonna be speaking with Mikiejyah of Destined Above, well liked, an organization out of Washington. So, as you know, we give it a few seconds. Hey friend, happy election day to you as well. Hey Majida, thanks for tuning in. So, I'm going to give it until 8:05 and we're going to get right on started. So, I hope everyone has voted today. I had my sticker on. I took it off, but I did vote today and I hope you did too. I'm just waiting on the results. A little bit nervous. I don't know why, but I actually really got nervous only today. So I hope every last one of you voted. I just got like a notification that Biden is behind, so I'm hoping that more numbers come in. I can't tell you who I vote for. You're not supposed to. Who did you vote for? You're not 18 yet. And thank you so much. Marco is one of my old students. I taught him when he was in the 4th grade. He's now in the 10th grade, and he always on my show supporting. So I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So like I said, we're going to be speaking with Mikiejyah. She is a native of Washington. She pushes people everywhere to see and acknowledge their inner strength. Tonight's show is sponsored by TDH Ministry, which is a spiritual empowerment ministry out of San Francisco, California, where she aims to engage, empower, and encourage spiritual development through the Word of God. She also has a podcast on all podcast platforms, and it's in spirit, truth, and purpose. So make sure that you check out Tashetta D. Henry at the TDH Ministries. All right, what did he say? Nah, don't be anxious. We're going to be all right either way. Right? We make things happen. I really didn't know who I wanted to win because they both aren't doing anything for us minorities. Ha! Hey! Hey! You got to put the sponsors too. All right, so it is now 8:05. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring her in. Again, I'm your girl, Corey Love of The Corey Love Show. And we are speaking tonight with Mikiejhyia Lyles. I think, I'm going to just let her say her name, but we're going to call her Mikiejyah, okay? That's the name she told us to call her. So hold on as I bring her in. Don't forget that airplane, whatever you want to call it, and share this out with your audience.
You did it correctly.
Huh?
You did it correctly.
Good for me. Yes. Now, you know I have a problem with Aries. You're not gonna come on my show with the looking.
But wait, that's why I did it, because I knew you were gonna do it. Look, I love it. I love it.
You are looking great, fabulous, and just glowing. And election day is today. I know you voted. She said,
but I'm not gonna tell you anything.
Right. We're just gonna let that go.
Because we don't want to watch, right? We don't want to watch.
I don't. Javon said don't be anxious because we're gonna survive either way, but it's a little nerve-wracking,
It is.
All right, so I want you to go ahead and introduce yourself to my audience and your audience that are coming on. I had a couple of requests, and I appreciate it, and they made sure I knew they were from DC, baby. So you got listen, you got your folk out here.
Come on, DC. Right. Yes, I love it. First of all, thank you for bringing me on. Thank you for allowing me to come on your show. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
We made a connection. I think it was when COVID first started, and I feel like we've known each other forever.
Right?
I know.
Girl, I've been knowing you.
Like whatever. It's time for us to go over houses and have Thanksgiving and all that.
I know, whatever. Right? Just come over. The family know about you, girl.
Yes. Well, since you asked, that's why I said what you said about me is just beautiful, because I really don't try. I stay away from the kind of describing myself, but I'm here because of a movement. So I'm happy about that. And so the name of my group, my organization is Destined Above, Well Liked LLC. right?
Okay.
And we go by the acronyms of DAWL. So you will see DAWL a lot, but that's what it breaks down to. And we got movements going, and we're trying to what we work for, right? What
Right.
our whole purpose is leading people and helping people get away from their past to actually have brotherhoods and sisterhoods, and recognizing that we don't have to hold on to it. One,
Come on.
two, I had a past, so I'm like, let's go, y'all, let's go.
Yes.
You know, we don't want to. You don't have to be held down, point blank.
Yes.
It's it's not even a long. I want to give you one. I could, but I'm not. It's all about just moving forward, learning what you can learn, man, woman, child, boy, girl, from what you've done and how to move forward and do that. But the action part is the part that DAWL deals with. We don't just sit on it. We actually, the now what part is now what? You know who you are, you know what you did, you're happy, you're
Now
sad,
what?
whatever.
Yes, I love that. I love that. I love
now
that.
What do we do?
Yes, I love that. When I saw that, I was like, so how do I move forward? And I love that about the movement, because a lot of us, that's how we are. We stick, what is it called? Hold grudges over things, or because, well, like I'll use myself for example. So people know me as a teacher, and I've always been in the classroom. I haven't done anything else. So I'm gonna tell you straight up. On Facebook, my friends are teachers and family, and they don't take me serious. So it's like, okay. And so that's why I love my Instagram family. And it's not that some of them don't know me before. Some of them do, some of them don't. But it's like you said, we need to move forward and look at people as they change and they grow. You know what I'm saying? You don't see a plant just sitting there. The plant always grows. I have a plant for years. And the plant is touching the root.
Yeah, I love it.
So I want you to tell the people, I know you're in Washington, and what you do. So the first thing I want to know is, how do you all reach out to people? Or do they reach out to you in order to help? Now you know who you are. Now what? Where do we go from there?
Well, one, I have an awesome team. And so what we do, what we have been doing, yes, I do. And so what we've been doing this year, and I say this year because, DAWL was originated in 2019, January 31st. So it's fairly new, I would say. But we're getting out there. We're out there on social media. We do live videos, inspirational videos, some sort of like yourself.
Yes.
But right now there's a big push to be on the ground. On the ground. Unfortunately, we're in the DMV area, Washington, D.C., Virginia area, because COVID, right? Yeah. So, I'm coming to you. I can't wait to get to you. Anyway, so we right now are pushing. We just want to be seen. We getting out there so you can see DAWL, so you can even hear the vision, the mission, pulling people in, talking to them like they are people on Facebook, regular people. We're not bigger than they are. We're right here with you. And so the big deal about that, though, is so that they know who we are, know what we're kind of going towards. They have to see us. And so right now, I would say that we're on the ground. We're doing everything we can to be out there with the people so that they can see us, so they can pick up characteristics, pick up our character. The character is important of the movement. Who are these people? What are they like? Yeah. How are they going to act?
I like that. I like that you guys are on the ground, so they're not just seeing you posting and like, oh yeah, we can post 99 quotes, but are we really putting that action to the quote? So I love that you said that you guys are being seen. So what communities do y'all go into there? I mean, should I say want to go into? Because I'm sure you can't make a lot of movements right now.
So we've started getting out in the DC area. Well, some of us in Maryland, like for instance, we currently have a homeless drive going, and we're getting out in DC this weekend, this Saturday, actually going into some spots where we know that there are homeless people and passing out some things. This weekend, though, we were in Maryland. So you see, as long as it's in this, I would say outside the Beltway, kind of like Beltway-ish, DC. We haven't hit VA, but we're coming. But right now, it's so slow because of COVID. You have to be very careful. You have to pick your locations. But most of all, I would say DC, Maryland.
Okay.
right there,
Good.
like a PG County, Prince George, PG County. I forgot you're not here, not from here, but like Prince George's County area. We're going to be
Okay.
going everywhere. Montgomery County.
Now I've heard of Prince George's.
We're coming to a state and a city near you. I picked that
Come
up from
on,
one of these shows
listen.
I watched.
You know I have a nonprofit as well, and I am big on that. Well, yours is not a nonprofit; you're an LLC, but I am big on making sure. Well, I did it for my girls organization. We went out and we did all of that. But so let's say, for instance, I know how should I word it? Um, if when you guys go out to these areas and you're speaking to the people, so there's two things: you can speak and minister. What do you consider what y'all do?
You just touched on this because this has been a battle since
Okay.
since this organization started.
Right.
It's hard for me to call DAWL a business because DAWL is ministry.
Okay.
We're it's ministry because we're in it to pull people out. We're not playing games with people. Meaning, I don't mean it the way our mama told us. I ain't playing no games. No.
Yeah.
What I mean is we are going in to pull you out. Our goal is to come out. We coming out with something about you. You coming out with something. You're gonna break through, whether it's small, big, large, whatever you consider it. You are coming out with something. So it is ministry. I can't, and even when we speak, we're very careful when we're out. I'm like, whenever you have DAWL shirt on, look, you got to tighten up. I need you to look, because what people see is what they'll remember.
Right.
And so, but we're not afraid to do ministry at any time. We don't care where we are.
Mm-hmm.
If it comes up, if it's in my spirit, if it's in one of my team members' spirit, because I truly believe that my team members believe in purpose and they know the vision. And so we are all dedicated to serving the people and helping the people. So we don't do script. I've never been a scripter. So when you see me, I'm not going to be like, oh, this is Destined Above, well, like they all see up Washington, D.C. and blah, 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 blah. No, it comes from our spirit. So yes, it's ministry.
Okay. You just not gonna hit me on the head and take the Bible and say, y'all, listen, I'm going into the world. Which I think in this day and age, we want that, but it's how you bring it. So I love the way that you're saying that, you guys, how you bring it to them. What they see, like Mikiejyah said, you said it. What they see, they will remember. So they gonna remember. Mikiejyah really talked to me like I'm a person, not like I'm, I did what I did. We know you did what you did, but we don't, we're moving forward from that. So
that just hit me in my spirit. You keep doing stuff to keep hitting me and getting me going and trying and all that. What you just said, it got really just felt like I had butterflies or something when you said that. Because it's true. That's really what the goal is. And that's what I stress in the team, what I stress, anytime we have the retreats, the conferences, there are no big I's and little U's. The big deal is I've been that person. I might not have gone exactly. I've traveled. I'm 42. I'm not scared to say it. I have experienced so much. And so I'm not a man, so I can't say for the He Knows movement that I exactly know how you feel. But as a person, I can relate some of what the man is going through. But the big deal is I'm not above you. I'm not calling no titles out for you. If whatever experience I tell you, or you bring me something, if I am not the person, for instance, Corey Love, if you're the person and you have gone through it and it's been your testimony, if somebody comes across, I will life coach them, but guess where I'm going to send them? I am going to have them call Corey Love or connect you so that they can feel that somebody else has experienced what they're experiencing.
Yeah.
That's a big deal. That's a big deal.
It is, because even today, my best friend and I were talking, and we were talking about people that have suffered molestation. And I said, well, I can't really minister to somebody that went through that because it never happened to me. So I really appreciate you saying that you're not going to be like, well, if it was me or whatever. But I love that. Now, I noticed when I was going through your page and reading your profile and stuff, and you said it a little while ago, he knows and she knows. Now, what is that? Tell the people about that. I
Well,
think
first
I
of
kind
all,
of know.
look, my camera, I don't even know if you can see, but I'm Brandon He Knows today. You know,
Okay.
I'm
Oh,
Brandon.
okay.
I'm Brandon He Knows. Last time I think I usually wear the She Knows, of course, right? But I'm Brandon He Knows. Um, those movements they're huge to me. They're huge in my mind. They're huge in my heart because, again, like I was saying in the beginning, the big deal apart that he knows or that she knows is now what. So you can't just leave. You can go and do what you want to do, but you can't just leave the now what, because we have to move forward. We have to the action of taking what you learn about yourself, or the acknowledgement, the acceptance of the she knows of knowing, then you have to, what you going to do with that? Because if you
Right.
don't actually put that into play, move that forward, then you're not, you okay, now just because you know, I mean, if you never change it or never move it or never
Right.
deal with it, then you can't come into your new you, your purpose, your future, your
Right.
destiny,
I
right?
get it.
So that's the movement. The movement is to help people acknowledge the things that they need to acknowledge, which is the new, and then taking a hand and be like, all right, you got a brotherhood and a sisterhood now, let's go. What we gonna
Right.
do? Let's do it together
How we
instead
gonna
of
fix
leaving
that?
them. Yeah, instead of leaving them sitting there by themselves, right?
Yes. Yes.
Because they
Yeah. Oh, I
already
love
have
it.
to. Yeah, they already have to deal with the fact that, oh my God, oh, I'm gonna take now. Let me just flip it for a minute, because I'm real with the fact that I'm transparent a little bit.
Yeah.
Now a little bit, I'm
It's just a
transparent
little
a
bit.
lot. People are like, girl, you talk too much, you
Come on.
tell too much. But the point is because when the hardest thing for us to do is to acknowledge
Mm-hmm.
the things about ourselves, because we
It
don't
is.
want to hear that stuff, and so when we get to that point where we start hearing that stuff,
Yeah.
it's like, what? Did you say that to
Yeah.
me? Are you showing me that I did that? But
Right.
so they already have that big heavy weight right there, Corey,
Mm-hmm.
love. And
Mm-hmm.
when you came up on some stuff about yourself, that you was like, oh, did I say that?
Oh, I know. I get it. You,
Oh, child, they used to tell me, they said, you a mean little thing. I tell everybody this story. When I was coming up, my teachers, I saw a teacher when I was going, she said, you ain't had no babies, did you? You ain't had no kids, did you? You being nice to them kids. I was like, okay, but okay, you just showed me that from back in elementary school. That must be true about me
yeah.
to some degree. And
Yeah.
so they're taking all of that weight, depending upon how much God gives them at one time.
Mm-hmm.
They're taking that. They got to
Yeah.
deal with that. So now
Yeah.
you just going to leave them. So we
Yeah.
can't just do she knows. Oh, now you know.
Mm-hmm. Now what?
Okay. You drop that. I like the way you dropped that just then. You
Now
dropped
what?
that.
Yes.
Yes.
So how did the movement come about?
Purpose. And what I mean by purpose is God put this in me. The first part of it was when I finally broke through, 2018. I'm a new creature. I'm a new creature, like a new 2018
Mm-hmm.
creature.
2 years ago, kind of, sort of.
2 years ago, kind of new creature, new human,
It's
that
all
creature.
right.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But I'm 2018 hit me like, you wrong right there. Boom. You why you talking? Why you judging? Why you this? Why you realize what you saying is really doing this, and you contradicting yourself, and you just we know you want to do good. And you know what got me though? I had all the characteristics to lead, but I couldn't lead. Nobody wanted me to lead. You know why? My attitude,
Yourself.
my delivery. Because although I knew I had it and I wanted them to believe it, I wanted them to believe in what I was saying, they would never pick my ticket up because of the delivery, the character that they saw, the confrontation that was in me, the hurt that was in me.
Yeah.
I can say that now, but if they had said that to me, they're like, whatever, go on with that.
Yeah. I want to
But
hear it.
it started right there, because when I started seeing me and just started coming out and just crying and just letting go, I wanted everybody to feel free. Because that free felt was an overwhelming feeling. It was like, this is real.
Yeah.
This is real. And so I wanted everybody, that's a big deal about DAWL. You know,
Yeah.
I don't care how many things come about down the road, praying for big things. But as they come about, the big mission, the biggest point is that I want people to feel the freedom that I felt, or that I still feel as I still continue to break through. You don't break through one time. You have
Right.
different
Right. Come on.
you have different things.
Listen.
Once you get through one thing, you're going to have something else that he sends you. He's going to have something else that he says, oh, well, you need to work on that now.
Yeah.
And then you got to stop. You starting your breakthrough process over. Now I know, because he done dropped the bomb. Now where I go with that. And then I attach that to what I already knew the first time, or the couple of times that he said it. The big deal was, I wanted, you asked the question, just to give you I want people to be free. I want them to have that moment of, this is what life is supposed to be like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Peaceful, you know, and not so combative, even with self.
Yeah.
So
I totally, trust me, I'm listening to you, and that's me.
I told you, don't say anything else that's gonna make me cry, because we could do this. I'd be all mess all on your camera and just blah, shirt all messed up. I'm trying to show stuff and blah blah.
I know.
I'm a
Just,
mess.
listen, it's just, I'm listening. I'm like, why she, okay, that was me. I'm good now. But I get it. And even my children tell me sometimes, you gotta listen. I always say that. Once my daughter, she's 20 now, I think she was 17 or 18, and she said that, you never listen. I was like, and I'm still working on it. Don't think I'm good.
I understand.
I'm still working
Me
on
too.
it. So you saying that it's always a work in progress. And it's a work in progress. So just knowing it, like you said, now what? I know, so I'm working on the now what as I go, and prayerfully maybe I'll be better for my grandbaby. But I'm working on it still now. I'm just saying, it takes a while, because if that's like doing something for 25 years, and okay, now all right, I get saved. I go to the altar, I get saved. Tomorrow, I'm not going to be quoting scriptures to you. That's
what
years.
people think. That's
right.
what people think. And so there's a myth. Look, I'm not going to even get into, there's a difference in religion and spirituality.
Yeah.
We ain't going to even go there.
That's a whole nother 2-hour life.
That's a whole that's probably a panel series for 2021. Just dropping it right there. But the big deal is that that's what people try to make us think. They try to make us think that soon as we know that, all of a sudden our now what is just going to appear, and we're just going to be moving and shaking, and we ain't going to cuss nobody out. Oh, excuse me. That was just thrown in there. But we ain't going to be mad at nobody. And look, you're not going to over
You're not supposed
somebody.
to do that. You're a Christian. Okay.
Yep. But you do it at home. You just do it behind our backs. Oh, okay.
Oh, no. Okay. All right. So, yeah. So, my next question. Listen. And that's the truth. It's the truth. We have to really be honest and real with ourselves. Okay? Yeah. And even to Shadow. So, the lady I'm going to give it the plug right now for our sponsor for tonight again. It's the Shadow D. Henry of TDH Ministries out of San Francisco, California. So she's a spiritual empowerment ministry that helps us encourage and empower us through the word of God. And she says it all the time. I'm not going to come on here and I'm not going to act like I ain't been like y'all, or I'm not like, we just have to bring the word, and we have to bring it in a way that it can be understood and be received. Okay. Don't make me feel like you ain't never drank when you was in college. Don't make me feel like you ain't never clubbed. Don't do that to me. Because I'm trying to get over it now. So I'm talking to the people in the pew in the last row in the back on the right side of the church. But so I get it. You
gotta be real.
Yeah, I totally get it. So if you're just tuning in, we're speaking with Mikiejhyia Lyles of DAWL, DAWL, out of Washington, Destined Above, well liked, and her ministry, or organization. It is an LLC, and their whole purpose is to just strengthen you and help you to, now you know, now what? So we're going to help you find your situation and help you to fix it. Of course, it's all a process. So don't think that it's going to happen overnight. We all go through a process. Like, you know, we're trying to lose that weight, but we still like to eat our chips. Listen, it's all a process. So don't look at it in a bad way. So if you're out in those area, DMV area, make sure you connect DAWL 19. And they're trying to get on the ground. We all know how it is right now with the COVID situation, and I really hope that it lightens up in 2021. So do you all have any questions at all about the ministry? Let them know how they can find you, how they can reach out, how they can donate, because you have something going on now. And after you do that, I want to hear about your team, because having a team, and you say your team is wonderful, it's a big deal. Who makes such a difference? But let them know where they can find you.
Okay. We are, like she said, we are located in Washington, D.C. Well, technically, Maryland, Prince George's, Maryland. You know, Prince George's County, Maryland. I'm just been born in D.C. and raised, and I just keep going back across the line. But we're actually out of Maryland. Our website is www.destinedawl.com. So it's Destined All. That's one D at the end. .com. You can find anything you need to know in there. You can read up about us. You can find latest events. You can subscribe there, and we will email you and let you know when things are coming up. Currently, right now, well, we have Facebook as everything's DAWL 19 for us. So YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, everything is DAWL 19 for us. So you can probably type that in and we'll pop up. Facebook is our mainstream as far as like live videos. I don't do too many lives on Instagram, but I try to put clips up. But we do it on YouTube. What else did you tell me?
Now we can talk about what you have, the homeless movement going now. How can they support?
Okay, we currently have a homeless drive, Help the Homeless Drive 2020. This weekend we are going out, but we are still seeking donations to build it up so that we can get more, right? The more we have, the more we can assist with. It's a winter drive, so we're looking for coats. We're looking for hats, scarves, gloves, toiletries, socks. If you're not in the area, though, you can always Cash App DAWL 19. Or you can message us too, and we'll figure out a way if you're not comfortable with Cash App. A lot of people are not comfortable with Cash App, but we'll figure it out. We take anything. It does not have to be a lot of money. $5, $1, $2.
They say you can go in the dollar store with them $5.
You can.
I know.
They taught me that this weekend, and I got some good stuff. But so don't be discouraged. If you really want to, share. Look, $1 counts. It's not what we see, it's what God sees. So if you're willing to contribute, your connection is there, not out. It's not with us. It's there. So you just doing what he tell you to do. But we welcome anything. We welcome anything.
That's awesome. Make sure you guys follow, even if you can't do it now and you're following their page, maybe you can do it for the next time. But make sure you go and you follow DAWL and Facebook, IG, Periscope, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter. Listen, make sure y'all follow. Ain't no type of excuse. It's somewhere for you to find them. Periscope, I ain't been on Periscope in about 4 years. I might need to start going back on over there. Periscope was the bomb now.
You should go back over there because there's some inspirational stuff going on over there.
Yes.
Oh, and you know what? I forgot to say this, and I don't want to forget. I love Tashetta Ministries. I absolutely love her ministry. I've listened to her podcast. She is doing a magnificent job, and I thank you for sponsoring us. Sponsoring DAWL to come on Corey Love's show. And she's just awesome. I just wanted to say that I did not want to forget that. She really has been an inspiration to me. And I already told her, look, let's all get together and just do one big. We just gonna grab people and be like, yeah, y'all coming. We gonna break through. We going. Like we
out of that. I agree. She is
Yes.
amazing. I just love her. She and I connected on here through her cousin. And it's funny, I was talking about my spiritual leader. She called her, and I was like, oh, okay. And then Tashetta and I connected on Instagram, kind of find out that's who it was. And we just ever since then, like, she and I are just two peas in a pod. So I'm
But it's
surprised
so
that she's not
funny.
on. She probably she works a 9 to 5 out of college, and she's up there, like, right up under the VP.
Ooh,
So some days are Zoom meetings all day, and
right.
and then there's the time difference. I think it's like 5 o'clock out there now.
Yep.
So sometimes she's able to jump on, sometimes she's not, depending on the day. So, but we all understand that that's how it is, especially with the time hour difference, and the whole time change is crazy now. So, and tell me about your team, because I have to stress this. People don't understand. Running a ministry, a nonprofit, a business, even your house, having a team is like eating Ben and Jerry Cherry Garcia ice cream
Oh
at night.
yes. Ooh,
Listen,
how much
let
was
us
up out through the
know.
door?
Listen, I am so happy when you said that. I fluttered because it's not easy. So
Look,
tell me about your team.
but you know what? So we just talked about the she knows part, since we're both women, the she knows part, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when God was saying, you ain't good right there. Your mouth right there. You a micromanager right there. You gonna do this and do. Oh, look, Far Night 110. That's my CFO right there. He just put a hand wave up. Hey,
She said
hey.
yes.
But listen, though, the truth of the matter is, it was hard for me to let go. And so for 2019, although I had people telling me, we can do this for you, we can. So two of the people that are on my team started with me in 2019, and they kept telling me, even at this women's retreat, when I tell you this retreat, oh, you got to come to the retreat.
I will.
2021, you got to
Okay.
be at the retreat. But we'll talk about that later.
Okay.
But the team, they kept telling me, sit down. You just focus on content. We got all this. We got all this. I can move your money. We got all this. Let us take the payments. I'm serious. Like, I need you to sit right here. And so it wasn't until, but I didn't give it up then. I didn't give it up then. But I think it's because the vision. I had to make sure that they knew the vision and that they were for the vision. Because one thing about this ministry, when it's ministry, you said you started it. Yeah. One thing about the difference in ministry and business is ministry, our hearts just want to give. I just want to give.
It's a blessing on the curse sometimes, Lord knows.
I don't want nobody to pay nothing. I just come on, go. Come on, go with me. Yeah. So it's like my heart is loose when it comes to DAWL. And so they kept saying, I can do this for you, but you can't do this. And I'm like, no, because I want to do that. I'm gonna need you to let go. No, I want to do that. And so, but it finally took
blocking your own blessing.
I remember crying though, Corey. I remember crying when I sat at the table and said, I'm gonna let y'all help me.
No.
Such a pump. I cried like a baby. I was like, oh yeah, okay. It was some time after the retreat, and I'm like, I need your help. I prayed about it. Come on, go with me, y'all. Like help me. But in that helping process, these two that I'm talking about, they know who they are. I don't know if I saw them on here yet, but they were like beating it into me. No, I'm your sergeant at arms. I'm your finance person. Nope, you can't do that. You can't do that. But then he gave me 3 more. So I ended up with a team of 5. So in 2020, this year, I ended up with 3 more. And so, and he put them in place that they all do different things. But technically, they come together as one at the end. So they all pull off the whole big vision. They're very supportive. They're there. They tell me they tell me the truth. I don't know if I like it all the time. No. But they tell me the truth. But they're there. They see that say the big part of this for everybody that's out there. They got to know your vision, and I'm plugging that for you. Whoever sees this, whenever you see, if that is you that needed to hear that, because you can
No,
get
no, let
money.
me share this out so you can run that back right quick.
They got to know the vision, though, Corey Love. Like your
No.
nonprofit, that's important. The work is important. And so they have to be able to be in their position. This CFO of mine, I'll be wanting to drop them off at the bus station sometime. Like, really? Get
Not
off
even the
my phone.
airport. Get on the bus.
Now, I put him on a bus because I might need him to come back. But he all in my business, all in my face. My COO, my chief operating officer. It was funny because when we connected, you know, I told her, I said, you know, you supposed to be in this, but God didn't tell me where yet.
Okay.
I just told her, just hold on, just hold. That's her with these daggone emojis. Look. But so, you know, but she in my business. And when I be wanting to rest, she be like, no, ain't no time for that.
Right.
You know,
Not now.
but they push me. And so whoever's out there, if the people that you're dealing with can't support you
Mm-hmm.
in the things that you do, and they can't feel the vision, they have to be able to feel the vision. Now, I get it that you might need a good business person that's not connected. That way their personal feelings aren't connected, whereas you are tied in personally. But ask God to give you a team. And the big part about that, I know I just got excited because the big part about that is if you're doing your purpose and if you walking into your destiny and if you going through the acknowledgement, the she knows, the he knows part, and you in the now what phase, and God told you to start this ministry and this business, guess what? You are already equipped with everything that you need, and He gonna plug the people in.
Yeah.
But you got to be willing to say, you can't be a part of my team. That's hard though. Sorry.
Okay.
You got to be able to. You got to be able to do that.
I think that's where I went wrong. Yeah. That's a word right there. That's a word.
Look, I see how you cut that when you just said I went wrong. But that's the she knows.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now
and,
what?
And then right. And that's the big, they have to see the vision. And what people don't understand, like you said, it's not always about the money. And that's where my issue was a lot of the time. Because I came out of pocket a lot. And it didn't bother me because that was not the issue. I just wanted to do for the girls. So a lot of it fell off. People will look at, oh, well, they got this, doing this, and that. I get it. But that ain't got nothing to do with me. They got to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? So they have to see the vision.
Have you experienced being in what you're doing? For one, what you're doing is huge. Like I was looking at, all your stuff and the stuff, kind of connecting with you when you trying to bring me on and how you got everything set up. And I love it. You're doing big things. But have you experienced where you had to, people think that because you have all this going on that you can do anything? So what I mean by that is they see you set up, they see you going, they see you moving, you're doing great, right? So now they say, well, if she can do that, she can help me do this, but that this is not your purpose.
Yes.
That this is not your purpose. And then you got to kind of say, no.
Because I'm learning. Black praise. Listen, my best friend on there, right? There's Bestie. She's yes. Listen. This last year, well, really, maybe 19, 20, I have learned it. It's no, I'm not able to. Oh, no, I don't want to take on a lot. Like, yeah. So, you hitting the hammer right on the nail. Listen.
Because if it's not your purpose, how is it going to go forward? Yeah. These are my thoughts, Mikiejyah's thoughts. If it's not in your purpose, then it's going to be harder to pull the pieces together.
Not only that, it could be in your purpose, but it may not be for you to be in everything.
And at the right time, because you may
Right.
be getting ready to do it later, but right now that's not where you're supposed to be. I'm just saying.
Come on, or keyboard player, cue the music.
Exactly. But that was one of the hardest things. I used to have to be in everything. And it was funny because
I bet
he
you not
sat
no
me
more.
down. He sat me down. God sat me down because I felt like I had to go. I was even stressed when I wasn't in a certain ministry. And I'm talking about like in church. I had to be in this. I had to direct that. I had to do that. I had to show up this part. I was in church all the time. All the time.
I don't
He
know if
said,
my
step
daughter's
out.
still on here, but they used to hate me for that. And I think he stopped me with this.
Wow.
Y'all, I don't know if you've heard my story about my congestive heart failure. I think that's how he stopped me, and that's why he kept me, because he wanted to slow me down. And yeah, but that's a whole nother live. I need to go live about my story one day.
You should. I'll be right there.
Yeah,
Tag me
because
I want to know.
Yeah, it's yeah. He stops it. He stops it.
Yeah,
But
he told me to step out, and it was the worst thing. He told me to step out. There were a lot of people mad because they thought that my old characteristics were playing, but it actually wasn't my old characteristics. I wasn't being mad and angry. I
you just knew
actually
it was
had
time.
to step out. He
Yeah.
said step out, and finally I agreed. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go now.
Isn't it
And
sad? It's really sad in the beginning, but then you get it. Like, man, yeah. I will, Bella. I will. I'll
yes,
probably
I
do it in
can't wait.
February. February is American Heart Association. Like, that's the month that we deal with heart issues and stuff. So I think I'm gonna definitely do it. And I have it's like 1, 2, 3. It's about 4 ladies that I know that we've connected because of our heart condition. So yeah, and it's not like just heart, like literally, like real. I have a whole machine in my chest. So
Really?
yes, a whole defibrillator at 44 years old, and it happened at 33.
My
So
goodness.
at 33, 41, and 44, I had heart failure.
Wow.
So and I looked up the meaning of like 3, and it's like it's so much to it. Like I get it. Trust me.
You know, that's a pulpit type of in front of an audience type of movement right there that you get ready to embark on.
Yeah.
Because he didn't just do it one time. He did it more than one time. And so,
and I think this time he said, if you don't get it now, I got it. I got it.
But look at how he's doing. We're not going to even talk about COVID. Because we done been down a long time. We're probably going to be down a year at least.
I know.
And look, but look, I'm so glad I came on here. I feel so, I'm just feeling a good vibe, and just my heart is blessed right now because of just hearing your story and how you kept going. So I'm like, sometimes you got to hear what other people have been through to make you think that your big stuff is really small stuff.
Yeah.
And look, go sit down somewhere. I guess he just told me, go sit in the corner, girl.
You over here complaining because you bump your toe. Look, she almost died 3 times. Listen, and people look at me like, how you just be normal? Now, don't get me wrong. The first time, it was depressing. The second time, I was like, what is my purpose? Like, why did you keep me? I just, I was like, I'm not going to lie. I felt like, man, I didn't want to be like this. The third time, when I went in, they said, we're not giving you an option. You going into surgery. Because they need this so that if it happens, it'll come me right back or whatever. But listen, I have a story. I just really, and I've shared it bits and pieces here and there, but I think I'm going to really do like a real big thing and shit.
But what about a book? What about a book? I know. I think I'm switching roles because I was about ready to ask you some other questions. I said, wait a minute, this is her show. She was supposed to be interviewing me, but I just want to know. Something in me is just like, but what about this? But what about that? You should do this.
Maybe you can have me on your show. And I'll tell parts of it there. She said,
call me because
write
we're
it
gonna be on
out.
the phone. But seriously, I do want to ask you that.
Yeah.
You ever thought about just writing it out, just how you felt and your
No.
experience and what you were doing and
Yeah. No.
no?
Never.
But you just said that's a whole series. You don't understand what you're saying.
I don't.
But
I guess.
but see now I'm flipping because I'm feeling me as the purpose coming out. I'm sorry. I'm
It's
sorry.
about you,
I really am sorry.
DAWL. This is about you, DAWL. Not even you. It's about DAWL. Not me. Not Corey.
I know, but that's what I'm feeling.
Yeah.
You got so much more.
Yeah.
And you got, I get it that you're here for this, but you got so much more in you. You got
I know.
series. I could see a book series. I could see a daggone a film. You never thought about a film?
Mm-mm.
Well, now you have, because it's She Knows.
Now what?
So
All
now what?
right.
I really do think you got more in you. I'm sorry. Because, see, that's one thing. That's what I mean about, it's not about me. It's not about me. It's about us moving forward as a people. It's
Yeah.
about us knowing where we are and why. You just gave a whole
Why?
5 minutes about why he kept you.
Yeah.
And it's time to put it. Even if you don't want to write it out,
Mm-hmm.
maybe you should do a film. Tell it to
I can do
somebody.
that. I can do
Do a
that.
film. Do a
I can do
film.
that. I can do that. And
I come to
I
you
can
and
do
watch
that.
it. I sure will. I come right down there, me and my team.
I can
Yes,
do
we
that.
will.
Now what? She said, now what? Go.
Yeah.
All right, CFO, you deal with the money. We ain't doing it.
I told you, girl, he all in my business. I told you.
I love it though. I
I
love
told you
it.
they in my business. Now it look like they in your business too. So now see how everybody goes for the vision.
Yes.
What you gonna do with it?
That is okay. Bella looking. Don't look, Bella. And if you guys aren't following, go ahead and follow Bella to get your money together for next year. She is going to be on the show in December, telling us how to start our year right. I am excited about that because she has done so much herself to get to different levels. So trust me, I never steer people wrong. Follow Bella's Credit Corner to get your money together.
As soon as I get off here, as a matter of fact, CFO, I'm gonna need you to go ahead right now.
Follow
It's
her.
Bella's Credit Corner.
Yeah.
Go ahead and hit
And
that
make sure
follow
when
button
you
for
see,
me, please.
once you see her flyer come out, and everybody that I interview, there's nobody that I don't, even if they fill it out, I make sure I go through it. And if I can't, I don't want to do them, I'll be like, I don't lie. I don't. I just not going to interview you. So make sure, for real, like, no. Make sure you follow 1 month. I don't remember. I think it was September, and she did a 30-day thing, and it kind of challenged me, but I did it. I think I saved like $437. I can't remember.
Yes,
but
that's huge. I know
you. Yeah. Make sure you follow her. I'm excited because I know she's gonna teach us. I think it's about spending for Christmas or preparing for the new year.
Okay.
She's really with it, so make sure you follow her. Also, we're gonna jump. It's 8:51. I don't know if they're gonna cut us off because I notice some days they do and some days they don't. So I don't know. We always do a would you rather at the end of our show.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've seen that part yet. So it's would you rather. So I ask you 2 questions, or I ask you a question that has 2 parts, and you respond with the first one that you get. So, you ready?
Yes.
Again, guys, before we log off, just in case we don't have enough time, this is Mikiejhyia Lyles. How do you say your real name?
You got it.
Oh,
you did good.
Oh, okay, good. So Mikiejhyia Lyles of DAWL, and her team is on here as well. So once you follow her, you'll follow all of them. And they're out of the DMV area. DM right now. They're gonna be VN soon. And make sure you follow her. If you don't know, now you know. Now what? What you gonna do? All right. Make sure you go ahead, click that follow button as soon as you log off. My computer acting the fool in front of me right here on my show. But all right, so would you rather? And tonight's show is sponsored by TDH Ministries. Make sure you follow her tonight. I did not see a flyer yet, but usually she have live Tuesday talk, and she also has a topic when she does the live Tuesday talk, and on Wonder Woman Wednesday. So, and she also has a podcast. Trust me, you won't be disappointed. Follow TDH Ministries and DAWL, DAWL 19. All right, and thank you guys so much as always for tuning in. Now, would you rather be a motivational speaker or a college professor?
Motivational speaker.
All right. Would you want to post to motivate or go live?
Go live.
Yeah. Attend a nonprofit event or host your own nonprofit event?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
I know.
Ooh.
Let's come back to it. You want to come back?
Yes.
Would you rather do community service or collect money to donate?
Why are you doing this to me?
I don't make them out. My daughter does. I tell you, I don't
money
see
to
it
donate.
right
Community service. Community service. I'll take community service for 100.
Me too. No days off for a month, or no internet for a month.
No days off for a month.
Oh. Right? Would you rather? Okay, so this is a 3-part. Work remotely at home, or in a boring office, or on an work remotely at home or a boring office on an island.
Ooh, I'm going for the island.
Me too. I don't care how boring the office is. I'm on an island, baby.
Yes, with my feet up. Yes, I am.
Would you rather host a motivational seminar for youths 16 to 20 or adults 25 to 30?
What is it, 16 to 20? Yeah, if I had to make a choice in that one, I would focus on 16 to 20.
Right. Business, would you prefer business grant or loans?
Business grant.
I know that. We ain't trying to pay nobody money back. And attend a nonprofit event or host your own.
The type of person I am, I'm going to hold my own.
Host your own. I agree. Listen, we got a lot of common, girl. Again, guys, I appreciate each and every one of you. I say this every time on the close of my show, but I really, really do. Corey Love Show would not be here without you. If I didn't have someone to interview, I wouldn't be here. And if you weren't on here, who would we be talking to? So thank you guys so much. Thank you, Mikiejyah. We will definitely talk. We got a lot to talk about. I will.
Yes.
I will.
A lot.
So thank you guys. If you're not following her, make sure you follow her. Don't log off yet because I'm going to close out. But
okay.
I'm going to take you out and I'm going to close out. But we will definitely stay in touch. All right? Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, guys. So this is the close of our show. And I really, really enjoyed speaking with her tonight. And I hope that you guys got a lot out of it. Somebody wants to jump in. Hold on. Was it a mistake? So thank you guys again so much for tonight. And we're going to close it out. Guidance, blessings, and love. Good night.